Almost live from Chilliwack, it's Chilliwack Tonight! Join Berris and Geoff in their Mother's Day edition with their guest this week, UFV Professor Darren Blakeborough, Nancy Guitar, Rachel Caroline Plaza, and musical guests, We Are Like Bears. And now, Chilliwack Tonight!
Wasting away, watching clouds float by my window.
Chilliwack Tonight!
Welcome. Good to see you again. It's another show. We're
so good to have you back.
We persist.
Because we love what we do, and we love especially this week's special edition, Mother's Day. Mother's Day edition on Chilliwack Tonight.
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there for this Sunday.
Yes. Do you like my tie? Mother's Day tie.
Is that what that's about?
That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm not sure it goes with that jacket.
It's also... Wait, what do you mean?
That's what...
Oh, yeah.
We were coming into the show today. We both drove up at the same time.
Black.
We both drove up at the same time, and Berris goes, "What do you think of my tie?" And he said, "I'm not sure it goes with my jacket." So
Yeah, but look, how easy. You're all black. I mean, that's easy to match.
And? Huh?
Chilliwack. Oh, that again. It's cold in here. Don't do that. Okay. So, Geoff, Mother's Day edition.
Yes.
I wanted to know, what do you have planned for your lovely bride?
Pretty much a normal Sunday, Berris. It's going to be pull a couple of nice Americanos out of the espresso machine, probably some gardening, probably in the afternoon, watch a little Netflix.
Kind of a little bit of an everyday occurrence, right?
Yeah, pretty much the same as every other day in quarantine.
I'm sure she's going to be thrilled with all the thought you put into it.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, have a surprise planned for my wife.
Ah. I guess you don't want to tell us about the surprise now, do you?
Well, no, I don't, and I haven't really thought of what that surprise is actually going to be.
Okay.
But I've got days between now and then, so I'll figure it out. But yeah, it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, to you too as well, Berris.
To me too.
Yeah,
to me
okay.
too. So, Geoff, we're getting lots of hits. We're getting lots of viewer mail on Facebook.
Yeah, Chilliwack Tonight on Facebook is where people are communicating with us.
Yeah, well, it's really good. And just like last week, we got to start addressing some of these questions that are coming up. And so I'm going to read something to you here that was presented by one of our viewers.
Okay.
Berris and Geoff, we think COVIDeo Corner and Tales from the Quarantine are wonderful. Will they ever have their own show on chillTV? You know, I love that, Geoff, because we're trying to present different artists coming on and presenting this stuff, and it's just wonderful that people are finding and appreciating this stuff.
Yes, very nice.
Once yours is canceled, okay, you know, like
they overstepped the bounds right there.
What have you got?
Yeah, Berris, we love how you always dress up for every show.
See, tie, it matches. It's beautiful.
There's a question. What's Geoff's problem?
Well, okay, Geoff, what is your problem? Like, honestly, like stores are open.
I'll tell you, Winners is closed.
But Big Box Outlet, I told you about that. They have a suit and tie section. They've got a tailor right on site.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Okay, I got another letter here. This one's for Geoff. Geoff, my husband and I love you.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. Thank you.
That's huge.
Very nice. Yeah.
What's your phone number and where do you live?
Yeah, no, that's just getting creepy.
That is a little familiar, isn't it? I mean, you know, maybe it comes from the heart. I don't know, but why do they need to know where you live?
I don't
understand that.
Chilliwack. That's
Chilliwack
where I
Tonight.
live. We hate your program. Every episode sucks. Why would the mayor debase himself by appearing on Celebrity in the Four
Good
Times?
Lord. Good Lord. Okay, what I tell you about these Facebook, there's trolls. Most Facebook people, there's some trolls. I'm not even going to answer that. I don't think we should even address that.
No.
Let's just get on what the show is this week. What do we got?
We've got Darren Blakeborough, who is the Assistant Professor of Media Studies from UFV, going to talk about our guilty pleasures.
He's the guy with a huge beard. Right?
Yeah, long beard guy. And we have a band we're introducing tonight.
We
Young
Are
band.
Like Bears is the name of the band,
Yep.
and they're a hot young band from Chilliwack. They've released a brand new album online, and we're going to be talking with them tonight and also showing you their hot new single.
Awesome. We have Tales from the Quarantine. We have COVIDeo Corner, all coming up tonight on
Chilliwack
Tonight.
Chilliwack Tonight. Brought to you in part by Hofstede's Country Bar.
Tales from the Quarantine with Nancy Cigar.
So since I did so well with this last toilet paper roll of getting, 2 rolls for the same price, I decided to reorder. Only this time, what did they send me?
We interrupt this program for an important announcement from Chilliwack Tonight.
On April 24th, 1976, Saturday Night Live offered the biggest musical act ever, John, Paul, George, and Ringo, the Beatles, $3,000 to reunite on their program. And as recently as 18 months ago, one of the greatest events to have ever occurred in Chilliwack, you'll remember it, the now infamous Mayoral Debate of 2018. It was something that both divided us and brought us together as a city. Never in the history of Chilliwack politics had so much interest and, dare I say it, love been focused on 4 key political figures. That's right, Sharon, Ken, Sam, and Brigida, the mayorals. Chilliwack Tonight is offering, and I have the check right here, $30 to reunite the mayorals one last time in a debate rematch right here on Chilliwack Tonight. Sure, it isn't $3,000, we don't have that kind of a budget, but the $30 is yours for the taking. You can divide it in any way you want. You can even give Brigida less if you want. That's your choice. We don't need to be involved in that decision. But we want all of you. If it's just Ken, Sam, and Brigida, but no Sharon, no go. So there's our offer. Email us at chilliwacktonight@gmail.com and we'll coordinate the debate details with you. Thank you.
We now return to our regularly scheduled segment.
This single ply added to the first single ply to roll it up to make another 2-ply. This has taken a lot of my life, okay? I don't have time for this. I need to go to the bathroom.
Tales from the Quarantine with Nancy Cigar.
Ontdek al het lekkere eten uit de hele wereld.
I've said this before. It might be the longest beard in the world. Well, it used to be. What happened, Darren?
Yeah, it was one of those moments I got out of the shower and, it was to the belly button and I looked at it and the ends were all split. And I don't know, one of those moments where you just go, oh, and I grabbed a pair of scissors and I cut 9 inches off of it. And nobody even noticed.
It's a completely new look for you, I'm telling you.
I don't recognize myself. I feel like I'm 13 again.
Feels like a baby face, you said.
Yeah.
So last week we alluded to the fact that we're going to talk about guilty pleasures, all this junky television like Tiger King or there's some crazy stuff out there to watch. And what's going on with that? Why are we doing that?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're at that moment right now where real news is important and we're all watching a lot of real news and we're not all enjoying or liking the news that we're getting. We're turning to a lot of programming that doesn't require any kind of intellectual focus. And Tiger King is a perfect example of that. And I know Netflix has other ones like Too Hot to Handle. This guilty pleasure idea isn't new either. I mean, we're always and have always been making value judgments about the quality of television programming. For a long time, television kind of sat there below film. As you know, film is the art component of the visual image, and television was the working man's version. We hit the 2000s and we get programming like The Wire and The Sopranos and then Breaking Bad, and television goes through a golden age, a golden renaissance. But at the end of the day, right now, people are turning to those programmings that programming that some of us might think is aesthetically inferior or morally objectionable, but count me in one of those people. I couldn't turn the Tiger King off once I started watching it, and I watched all of Too Hot to Handle, and I enjoyed it in the same way that I enjoyed, the Jersey Shore. So you're not alone if you're one of those people enjoying your guilty pleasures right now.
What's going on with television? Are we going to see more of that kind of programming, or are we going to see are we going to see something that's got a bit more sort of substance to it?
We hear about the Tiger King a lot when it came out, because to be honest, I saw it originally on Netflix. I watched the trailer and I'm like, what is this? This looks like garbage. Then I saw all of the people talking about it on Twitter and I'm like, okay, clearly as a part of my job, I need to check this out. And there you go. I was sucked in just like everybody else was. But then there's also programming out there like Patriot on Amazon and HBO. I mean, remember HBO, it's not TV, it's HBO. Some of their programming content, Game of Thrones, and they have programming on now like Run, and we're seeing both of these things simultaneously playing and simultaneously being enjoyed by people. I mean, there's ironic consumption that allows us to say, no, I understand that that's trash and that that's garbage, and I watch it knowing that it's that. So, we can get away with it. So it's not just what we watch, but how we watch it that matters.
During this pandemic is obviously lots and lots of people consuming way more media. What's going to happen to media? I mean, we've obviously going to have changes going on, almost fundamental changes with the lack of sports coverage. If sports teams can't get together in an arena, for instance.
One of my lifelong guilty pleasures is professional wrestling, and WWE is still running, even without an audience. They're running in what they're calling empty arena, because the Florida governor has declared World Wrestling Entertainment as an essential business. Networks have been putting all of their money in the sports basket over the last couple of years. And now with no sports, that's the primary revenue source to advertisers is sports programming. So until it comes back, it's going to be we're going to see a lot of companies in every field hurting from the pandemic, but media is not going to be, safe from that as well. The major networks are going to take a significant hit.
Darren, I want to thank you, man. I love hearing your insight on the show here. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, great to see you too, and thank you. And yeah, anytime you guys want to talk, I'm here. I haven't been going anywhere.
Okay. Don't shave any more off that beard. We'll talk to you later.
No, that's what my wife said too. Thanks. Thanks, Geoff.
In the before times for Mother's Day, I used to buy my wife, mother of our children, flowers, chocolate, and lingerie. Now she'll get a gas station Mars bar and a percentage stake in my Canada Emergency Relief Benefit.
In the before times for Mother's Day, it was customary to buy Mum's flowers, chocolates, or even lingerie. Now it's an expired pass to the spa of her choice.
In the before times, for my mother, a normal Mother's Day included a brunch with champagne cocktails. Now she'll get a card, skip the dishes, and a half-filled bottle of Crown Royal.
In the before times, on a normal Mother's Day, perhaps a walk along the river, a drive to her favorite restaurants for Eggs Benedict and lox. Now, it's an Amazon Prime gift basket including N95 masks, rubber gloves, and hand sanitizer.
In the before times for Mother's Day, the kids and I would get up early and prepare my wife a delectable breakfast in bed. Now I get up early and line up at Costco for bleach products and a Mother's Day card. Always leaving it to the last minute.
In the before times for Mother's Day, it was a tradition to take my wife out for a beautiful dinner and drinks. Now, it's Hot Pockets and a socially distant high five while tuning into last week's episode of
Chilliwack Tonight!
Hey everyone, it's Rachel Caroline Plaza back with you for another segment of COVIDeo Corner. I found a few more videos that I'd like to share, hoping you'll get a good chuckle out of them. Enjoy.
The kitchen tap's still dripping. Do you think you could have a look at that? I'm not a plumber. Well, could you at least have a look at my car? The engine oil light's been on for ages.
I am not a mechanic. Hey, how's your day?
Yeah, good. Neighbour came and helped with those jobs.
Oh, okay. You want anything for it?
Well, he said I could either bake him a cake or sleep with him.
So what cake did you bake?
I'm not a baker.
You want to take a nap?
I'm taking a nap here.
Okay, take a nap right there then. Good night.
Hi everybody, this is Keenan Ivory Wayans. I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I know this sucks. You worked your ass off and now you don't even get to walk. But that's what makes you the greatest generation of this new millennium. In the face of a global pandemic, you stayed focused, continued to work hard, and achieved your goals. That's the kind of leaders we're going to need in the future. I wish you guys all the best. Keep striving, keep smiling. Julia? Not your pants on. Well, you said they could just... No.
Yeah, so maybe the takeaway from that is to at least wear underwear while you're video messaging. Please don't forget the pants. Anyway, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Be good to your mamas, be good to your husbands and wives and children. Take care of each other. Get outside this weekend because it's going to be beautiful. And enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
It is my great pleasure to welcome a band that we've been following for the last couple of weeks. I'll be honest, I thought the band's name was We Are Like Berris, and I thought, who is this band that is sort of naming themselves after me and wanting all that adulation? But I found out that it's actually, the band's name is Like Bears. Bears the animal. So we weren't sure we were going to have them on, but you know what? I heard some of their music and they're fantastic. And I wanted to introduce Colin Baird, Ted Kim, Leo Nickel, and Ryan Wood to the show. We are, Like Bears. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for having us.
Tell us a little bit about your story. You've been around for quite a while, and you're from Chilliwack.
Our very first show was in 2011 at Corky's, and we had a vastly different lineup back then. Me and Ryan were still in it, but Ted joined a few years later, and then Colin joined probably 2015, 2014. That's kind of like when we really started writing and recording and like really getting more serious about the music we make.
Yeah, and you put an album out in 2016, is that right? Is that with the current lineup, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2016, that was your first album. And I gotta make a note here, it's 2020. Your Slackers, 5 years to your follow-up album? What's that all about?
To keep it above a 3. You wouldn't have wanted to see the album back in 2018. It was,
hot garbage.
You had a broadcast, an album release, was it April 24th, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the new album. How hard was that to put together?
Well, Ted, our drummer, he left to Ontario for about a year. So we had actually recorded his drum parts before he left. And then throughout 2019, we kind of recorded the rest of the parts, like the guitar and the bass and the drums and the vocals. And then whenever like Ted would come visit us, we would have, he would do like the backup vocal parts with us. So it's kind of a lengthy, long process, especially like having like a member disconnected from us for so long.
Yeah, well, it would be and now, it must be especially hard. You can't really play together. You guys are sort of self-quarantined in different homes. You guys are roommates each, right? And the show that you put on, that's how you put it on. It was basically, I guess, taking turns doing parts of the album. Is that how that worked?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, we want to hear the new song. And what's it called?
This one's Where Will I Go?
Now I say it's been getting bigger for for some time. And I say, promise me you'll pop it before it gets out of line. I may not be one in a million, but I'm at least 1 in 10,000. That's a certainty to me. But I know not everybody needs to know that anyway. Where will I go? 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 I form thoughts, these will fill the spaces that I've made. Do you feel me? Is this a song that touches on what you've known all along? Yes, I'm ugly, but when I look in the mirror, don't you know that I'm still smiling? 'Cause I've still got all my teeth, and that's all a man from Chilliwack really needs. Where will I go? 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 Where will I go when all these roads are bursting at their fragile seams, and this uniform is crafted in my father's other dream? 'Cause I know I should be down and out and throwing up my hands, but these words ain't gonna write themselves. All they do is scream, where will I go? Where will I go? Where will I go?
You do it. You tell everybody thanks for watching. Switch it up a bit. Go for it.
Okay.
Can you close it?
Just follow my lead.
Close the show. Come on.
I loved it. Wasn't that a good episode?
What are we, primates now?
Well, we are primates. What are you talking about? Of course we're primates.
Yeah, it was a
well,
good
you're
show.
rather reptilian, but, you know, I'm a primate. I think we're off tangent here. Let's just talk about the show. What a great show it was. All for Mother's Day. All for you, Mom. All for you. What a great show. Let's talk about next week.
Next week, we're listening to viewer mail, as we said before. Marnie, shout out to Marnie.
I love Marnie.
She wanted her favorite radio people on the show, thought they would be a good fit.
Week after week, she was hammering us.
I honestly
to get
didn't think they would come
Glenn
around
and
and come
Sadie
on.
on the show, and I'm like, we reach out to them, and you think they're not, the big select, you think they're not going to.
I know, they're huge celebrities.
You think they're not going to return, but they returned our text, and they said, yeah, we'll be on the show.
Yeah.
We got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
It's a pandemic. They got nothing else to do.
So here we go. We're Glenn and Sadie next week's show. We've got a musical talent from Yellow House Studio, Laura
Coach, and she's from Yellow House Studio. It's a brand new single she's got called Sailor that we're going to be premiering on our show with a video. So we're quite excited to talk to her about that. So anything else we want to say?
We want to say Happy Mother's Day. Big thanks to John Wayne and
they're
technical
so
assistants.
underappreciated.
I know.
They vacuumed the studio when we got here today.
It smelled of fresh bleach.
I didn't. Well, that was my hands were burning at the beginning of, but I've rinsed off. So
we're out of here. Thanks so much for watching
Chilliwack tonight.
Thank you for watching Chilliwack Tonight! Tune in next week, Thursday, 7:01 p.m. with our guests, Glenn and Sadie of 89.5 The Drive, and musical guest Laura Kosh with her new single and video. And now, quit wasting time. Get online to your favorite local business and buy a Mother's Day gift. And gosh darn it, give her a Zoom call if you can't visit.